welcome back. You already know who it is. It's your boy, MadeMenMelo, coming to you back live with once more again another Viniitube exclusive. We have top 10 most epic anime fights of winter of last year, 2021. Let's go.
By Figurama Collectors.
Talking about hands. Ooh, is that Whitebeard? You pay something? Is that
As we
Goldie
move
Roger
towards
and
the end of
Whitebeard?
yet another jam-packed season,
Oh, I
we
ain't
all know what's
seen
coming.
this.
You guys like fights, and it's in my best interest to give
I
you what
ain't
you
seen
want. So here we
that.
go, top fights of the winter anime season. As expected, for such a jam-packed season, this winter 2021 has a whole gallery of amazing fights
see
that will
Goldie
satisfy
Rogers fight?
all your cravings and more. Before we get going, I'd like you guys to subscribe to this channel. It does help me a lot, and I'll be so happy to reach the next major milestone for the channel and this community. So let's do it together, everyone. I don't want to keep you waiting any longer, so let's get going with our top fights this winter 2021. We start with a shorty, Team Dead End versus Red Hood Cobra. One thing that amazes me, frankly speaking, is just how much effort and love's getting poured into Mushoku Tensei. Look, a freaking studio is created just for the show, and it's more or less confirmed to be a long runner, with the team more or less poised to adapt the series all the way to the end. Just a testament of their passion can be seen in this short battle between Team Dead End and the Red Hood Cobra. It's a short battle, lasting a little less than a minute long, but you can clearly see how well crafted it was in anime form. From the team's attacks, to the camera cuts and animations with each twist and turn the battle took. I won't place this battle as anywhere near the top 3 or anything, but if you want the embodiment of the phrase short but sweet, among the plethora of winter fights, this one would be it.
Okay. Okay. Oh, shit. My dog looking like, you just punched a hole in my chest. Yeesh.
One Piece continues its run of excellence all through the new year, giving us a lot more exciting fights with each arc.
Oh, man,
but today
I
I
look
want to bring
forward
your
to this.
attention to the whole sequence of Whitebeard Pirates versus Roger Pirates. In universe, it's a long fight that lasted for days, with the members of the crew giving no edge to the others while displaying their amazing powers. The two powerful pirate crews go toe-to-toe, giving us a plethora of highlights, one that includes Rayleigh stopping Marco with one finger. The sequences and how the island survives the days of fighting make this quite the mind-blowing fight when you think about it, and it's this kind of insanity that makes One Piece such an eye-catcher.
Oh, I look
Quite
forward
the
to
epic
watching
moment
this,
that ends
Lord.
up turning into a gift exchange event out of all things. Yeah, it didn't seem like they're out for blood with how much banter and friendly the fight seemed, but it's the complete opposite when you think about it.
I just want to know how Whitebeard got so goddamn big. Is it the devil
Seriously,
fruit or
though, what
something?
is a 7 Deadly Sins season without some showcase of
Cause
how
he's
awesome Escanor is?
humongous.
There are reasons why he's become a fan favorite, and a lot of that's to do with just how overpowered he is and how he makes a spectacle out of every fight. Perhaps as a way to make up for the hilarious for all the wrong reasons Meliodas fight, we got a far better battle this season around. What more can I say besides letting you watch the spectacle unfold? I already thought that the fight against Estarosa's great, but this one probably outdid it by a lot. It also helps that Zeldris and Escanor seem to be more evenly matched, and there was more of an actual fight in this one before Zeldris just falls to an opponent that he, in reality, can't overcome. With this fight, we just added another big moment to Escanor's ever-growing resume of him being badass and eye-poppingly awesome.
Goodness gracious, that's cool.
Next up, we have a fight from Season 2 of Slime, Rimuru versus Hinata. We've always known Rimuru to be one broken character, so first impressions would make anyone assume that he'll be the kind to just power through everything. You'd think that it would be hard to get a nice, entertaining fight out of him, but as Escanor proved earlier, such a thing is possible. Case in point, the battle against Hinata that starts in episode 6, where the fight starts off fast and furious, and Rimuru finds himself being overwhelmed by Hinata's speed and technique. Even Rimuru's counterattacks seem futile, as it seems that the opponent is always one step ahead of him. Overall, I like this fight because it gave us a little bit of everything. A display of powers? Check. Some nice management when it comes to having this fight spread throughout multiple episodes? Check. An overpowered protagonist like Rimuru showing some weakness and having to resort to trickery instead of just powering through challenges? Check. One of the better slime fights overall. The great animation is just the icing on top.
I need to go ahead and touch up on that one because I hear a lot of people be talking about that. World Trigger.
Here's an anime that I don't talk about often. World Trigger has generally gone under the radar, but once in a while it does provide us with some cool fights. It's a 2-on-4 battle as we have a battle for the expedition ship. It's not easy to produce a fight with so many people at once while giving them ample time to shine, but that's exactly what World Trigger excels at. In a fight that can easily devolve into an incoherent mess, we have a very fluid and very engaging 4-on-2 battle that takes on numerous turns. This is a great payoff fight that helps show what makes World Trigger good. The fights, while remaining quite the spectacle, aren't exactly resolved by some grand power-up like most shonen. Instead, fights are won through experience and teamwork. Now, if this fight gets you going, why don't you check out World Trigger? I'd say it's pretty underrated for what it brings to the table.
Written that down.
Now, if you can't get enough of sci-fi action, how about checking out what today's sponsors, Figurama Collectors, have for you? Introducing the all-new Elite Solo statue for Killy of the kick-ass manga Blame. It's the first licensed resin statue for the hit cyberpunk series of the late 90s, and it's also the grand debut of Figurama's Elite Solo line, a new product line focused on featuring some characters. The resin statue also comes with the greatest seal of authenticity of them all, a digital signature and stamp of approval from manga creator Tsutomu Nihei himself. This item is a sight to behold, a thing of beauty, and it comes with no shortage of features. Killy himself has a swappable anime and manga head, so you can relive some of the key moments of the Blame manga and net animation. It also comes with a base that comes equipped with LED effects, making this a very intricate and marvelous addition to your figure collection. And if you're interested, I've got some good news for you. The statue comes with a payment plan for up to 10 months, so you can take your time and pay as low as $52 per month on this beauty. But wait! It gets better. I also have a promo code in my description box, so don't forget to start clicking and get even more discounts on the product. The pre-order starts on March the 27th at 11 p.m. JST or 7 a.m. PST, so make sure you buy it before they sell out. The link's in the description. Now back to the show.
That looks dope. That looks dope.
What I like about the final stretch of ReZero's second season is that there are multiple climaxes happening concurrently. You have Amelia's trial, Subaru dealing with evacuating people from the mansion, the battle in the mansion, and the 2-on-1 battle against Roswell. Among those climaxes, probably the best fight amongst them is Garfield versus Elsa. It's brutal of a true fight as you'd get this season. Most of the violence has been in the form of one-sided destruction, but Garfield's battle with Elsa gives us a good back and forth with probably two of the toughest non-magical fighters the series has had so far. It also gives us some good development for Elsa and a lot of nice moments between the two Beastkin siblings as the battle rages on. This is the most action-packed segment of the whole final sequence, and I loved every single bit of it.
Good God Almighty! My dog just stuck his hand in her. Just. Holy moly! Ah yes. Before you even regenerate, you finna get these hands.
To say that Attack on Titan's final season had taken the anime world by storm is a gross understatement. It's such a juggernaut right now in terms of hype and reception that I think that it surpassed Season 1's fanfare when the anime series started around a decade ago. And a lot has happened since then, but if one thing remained consistent with Attack on Titan, besides the really profound and meaningful narrative and the extremely well-written characters, it's the way all the fights have an epic feel to them. The anime also shakes things up quite often with the show, like this battle. Pretty notable in this fight is how Eren starts off by not even letting the Warhammer Titan transform. He goes right after his opponent, and that's got to be one of the few times a transformation sequence gets interrupted in anime. Hey, he's called the Attack Titan, not the Observer Titan. Nonetheless, the two of them continue to have a slugfest before the Warhammer finally gets the upper hand. But the end of the skirmish is just the beginning, and you'll have to watch the season to find out what happens next. Next up on the list is Asta and Yami versus Dante. It's been a long journey, but the Black Clover anime is about to come to an end. That means that the anime has all the reasons to pull out all the stops in the final push, and that also means all the more reason to have more Yami being badass, and we just had a dose of that in a recent episode. Technically speaking, the fight is Asta and Yami versus Dante, but we mostly just see Asta's futile struggles while Dante eventually beats him black and blue. Then comes Yami and the real main event begins, with the seemingly unstoppable Dante finally meeting his match. It's quite the drawn-out fight that lasts for a while, but if this would be Yami's last hurrah, this is an exciting way to go out. He does win the fight, but with the anime ending soon, I think it's about time to give the young ones their shine right after their captain puts up one of the best performances among the many highlights the show's given us. Next on the list is Kawaki versus Garo. Let me get one thing straight. When it comes to hand-to-hand combat, the Naruto series never fails. You can count on whatever studio handling Naruto to put out an amazing performance whenever taijutsu is involved. I'm glad that the tradition continues all the way to Boruto. In what could have been seen as a minor fight, we get to see Kawaki fighting Garo in what was a surprisingly amazing fight in terms of animation. With the type of presentation and music, you can just feel the impact of each blow. I can't help but get caught up in the frenzy and the tempo of the battle, and I'm sure that I'm not the only one who felt this way. This isn't even a major fight. If only Boruto can keep up this level of quality consistently, it could have been a show that more people would flock to and enjoy.
Ooh, oh Lord.
Finding its way to the top is the Jujutsu Sorcerer's fight against Hanami.
Currently watching that right now. Currently about to watch episode 3, give or take. Probably right after this, but you know.
Jujutsu Kaisen had another banger of a battle recently, this time featuring everyone's favorite mentor and reverse Kakashi once more, as well as Yuji and Todo. In a similar vein to the Black Clover fight a while ago, this is a battle that starts off with Yuji and Todo trying to hold the line. It's not like they're passive about it or anything, but after overpowering Maki and Megumi, it's pretty obvious that Hanami is an enemy out of their league. Still, there's a pretty good fight between the sorcerers and Hanami before big backup arrives, and we have Gojo being awesome again. This time, it's his hollow purple nearly destroying Hanami outright before the latter escapes. Epic animation by none other than Mappa and some great work by the voice actors elevate this fight more than what I read in the manga. Great anime fights elevate a manga fight more than its original form, and this is a good example of that happening. Quite a list now, isn't it? Were your predictions correct? Is there a deserving fight that I failed to include? Tell me in the comment section and I might be able to feature it on another list. Special thanks to Zodiac15 and all other Patreons for making this video possible.
That was tight.
Check out our sponsors, Figurama Collector's new elite solo statue for Killy of the kick-ass manga Blame. Links in the description. That'll be it for now. I hope to see you next time, and I hope that you guys stay strong and stay cool. Keep tuned for more anime goodness.
Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Those fights for dope. I am highly anticipating watching that Goldie Roger and Whitebeard fight, boy. Ooh, that look good. Ooh, that look good. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in. This is your boy MadeMenMelo. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace.